Hey everybody! In this video, we'll be assembling Jamey's yet unnamed Threadripper 1950X based computer. We'll be attaching the water blocks to the CPU and graphics card, and we'll be filling and leak testing the water loop. In the previous video in this series, we test fit all of Jamey's water cooling components inside of the case to make sure they would fit when everything was assembled. If you have not seen that video, you can click on the link in the description or on the annotation appearing on the screen. Are we going to use the box as your test bench?
Yeah. It's always good to do that.
Now, you were telling me before there was a specific reason that you liked this motherboard.
So I really like the color scheme, black and silver.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also the only other...
Turn it so the camera can see.
It's also the only other motherboard that has dual 8-pin for the CPU power. Most of the other 399 boards I looked at were 8-pin and 4-pin, except for the Asus Asus motherboard that's actually EVGA, and I couldn't fit that one. I would have gotten that one if I could fit it. But all right, so I've just been nervous about this guy just kind of hanging out by himself, so I'm going to go ahead and mount that.
You know what what's going on here? You got like, do you know which USBs we have?
It should be, all the red ones are USB 3.
Mm-hmm.
The little guy is Type C, probably 3.1,
Mm-hmm.
I assume. It's possible this guy with it is also 3.1. And those look like regular 2.0. And that should definitely be gigabit.
Oh, you know what? One of them's your flashback port too.
Yeah.
BIOS flashback.
Good. Lots of little features. I'm actually going to put my M2 down here at the bottom.
Nice.
Screwdriver's too big. Oh.
What's
cool.
that?
It actually comes with a thermal pad.
Is that the standoff?
Yeah. It's just in the wrong spot. I need it over here. There we go. Alright, so the M2's in. So we'll do the RAM next.
To figure out which ones you want to put it in?
Yeah. Let's look. Back in the old days, there were memory population rules. You had to have them in the right slots if you were using X number of sticks.
And now it's just an optimizing kind of thing.
Yeah. So, memory.
So of all of these things, Jamey, which are you most excited to do?
I was right, it's the outermost two. Well, two sets, I guess. What I'm most excited to do is fill the water loop.
Yeah.
That's what I'm most excited for, because that means that we're near the end. The slots are opposite of each other.
Oh, nice.
So make sure you turn your RAM sticks back around.
All roads lead to the Threadripper. Alright.
Those guys are in. Alright, to open it, you do 3, 2, 1 first. So here's 3. I'm going to move this back on top of the box. Alright, so 3 first. I've read a lot of people having trouble getting these screws to bite back down when they're mounting their CPU. Because it says to close it in 1, 2, 3. But a lot of people say just start 3 and 2 first and then do 1. We're about to figure that out. Yucca. That thing was really cranked down.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Alright, so we've got these like blue tabs over here that just kind of do like that and that. This is so cool to me, I think. Haha.
I like the way they do this with the little sled, basically, that it slides into.
Yeah. It keeps you from touching, which I already did.
Yeah.
It would keep you from touching, though.
To be fair, I think we're going to have to clean it anyway at some point, because we're going to put thermal paste on for the...
Don't forget to remove your little socket cover. Well, it's not little in this case.
Yeah, your wallet-sized...
Alright.
He says super easy and then breaks it.
No, I didn't break anything. I didn't break anything.
Perfect.
Awesome. So now we just have to start with 1. This is what it says to do. The internet says you don't do it this way, but this is totally working, so.
Come on, internet, do it better.
And it should ratchet, or, you know, the torque mechanism.
Come on, guy. You know how many people just cringed?
The torque mechanism should stop me.
You know what you should do is get some
There it
permanent
goes.
marker. There you go.
So then we do 2 next.
Good design, AMD.
I like it. I like it a lot.
What you should do is get some permanent marker and draw on it.
I love Steve at Gamers Nexus, guys. He's a hilarious guy. I love his content. I love how detailed it gets.
I like that he's not afraid to say that somebody messed up and did something wrong.
All right. So one thing Steve did a video on, and I recommend everybody go watch it. Thermal paste application of the Ryzen. He tested like 6 different methods and pretty much decided that as long as you get a good spread, it doesn't matter what method you're using. What I'm probably going to do is just a line across all 4 dies and then like a couple dots in the middle just to get a good...
Now, are we going to do that right now, or are you going to do
I am going to do that
your water?
not right now.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to remind you, buddy.
I'm just going to like set this on here.
You're not even going to put a little
It
dab
does.
of...
No, because I'm literally I just want to see the monitor turn on. I don't even want to get into the BIOS. Alright. Wow. I'm digging it.
Maybe take the giant CPU cooler off real quick and then...
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, let's get that cord. Not very thermally conductive, that cord.
I need 2 of them.
I also want to just make a quick joke about how large the CPU is, that water cooler, or that air cooler that just kind of sits in the middle.
Yeah, yeah. So that's another, Steve at Gamers Nexus did another great video. He got some of the, there's an air cooler that just came out with a Threadripper edition, so the cold plate of that cooler is much larger for Threadripper, and it's identical to its normal version.
Just
and he
with a
did a
bigger
comparison using both of them on Threadripper, and the Threadripper edition that had the larger cold plate had like a 10°C delta compared to the traditional one. So cold plate size matters, guys. Size matters.
There's just so much graphics card there. I'm so worried about that poor little PCI Express port.
Well, it's a steel reinforced PCI Express port, so
It needs to be, because you're putting
what
it
the
in.
hell?
This is the best part, everybody.
I will get it. Alright, there we go. You have to be real careful when you post testing this with video cards like this. It is seated. That's why I have it on the edge of the box,
Yeah.
so this can overhang. Because yeah, if that was touching like a flat surface, you'd have a problem. Alright, let's grab a monitor, a display port.
There you go.
Alright, so make sure we got everything. We have a cooler kind of just resting here to dissipate whatever heat it generates in 5 seconds.
I like that you're leaning down even though I'm standing here with the camera.
Well, I was trying to get it over there.
Oh, I see things. Analog, digital. Analog, digital. Oh, one of those flashes. Oh, it's stuck on digital. Come on.
The board's still posting. It's got a bunch of numbers.
That's
flowing
true.
here.
Sometimes the first time you boot up a board, it might take longer.
The codes are still going. They're still cycling. Got
Oh,
zero.
there you go.
Good. Alright, we're on. What does it say? So
Zero.
it says the DRAM was at 2133, which I'm okay with right now. We'll adjust that later, but it does post. So I just turn all this back off, and now we can start doing water blocks. This block first, I think. Which will go.
You want to clean the top of the...
Yeah, let me go get my alcohol and my actual thermal plate.
And why do we have to do that, Jamie?
Because I touched it.
Because you touched it.
I touched it.
You shouldn't touch it.
Got my Arctic Silver 5. Big tube of it, so we got plenty. Wipe the top of that bad boy. You should use a lint-free cloth, not a paper towel, but I don't have one, so just give that a second to dry.
It's always fun to watch alcohol dry.
I love it. I do like watching that. So, following Gamers Nexus little guide here, I'm going to put like a line. And this should be about where 2 of those dies are. And then I'll put another line over here where the other two are. And I decided I'm just going to do a line right down the middle too. That should give me really good coverage, I think. This is just thumb screws. Awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
What's funny is this is actually in some ways easier to mount than like a lot of the air coolers where you're like the Hyper 212s are nice, but in terms of mounting, not very easy to mount.
Yeah,
so they're like,
their brackets are extremely complicated. That's one of the annoying things.
I guess that, to be fair, they are complicated because they have to fit like every possible socket, so
So you try to tighten these down in like a cross pattern. Don't tighten one all the way down, just kind of snug them.
kind of like changing a tire.
Yeah, that's actually where I learned this method when I was like 10, and my dad was like, we're going to change a tire.
So on this block, which ones are in, which ones are out?
Top is in, bottom is out. It actually says it on the block.
Nice. Good job, EK. Idiot proof it for us.
Which is good because we'll have the GPU here. From the pump will come out to the bottom of the GPU. The top of the GPU will go to the top radiator. Actually, probably the bottom port of the top radiator. And then the top port of the top radiator will go to this end. And then this will go to the front radiator and back to the reservoir. Alright, so that's done. Alright, guys, metallic, magnetic screw bin. It's an amazing thing. Especially for me because I drop everything. Look at this.
Ooh, that's real tight.
Looking good. I like it. I really hope this is an RGB board. I actually didn't even check that.
It is.
There's a lot of red on there. Good.
RGB.
Good. That's another thing about this case. It's very clearly steel.
Yep.
And not aluminum.
You mean that wouldn't happen with an aluminum case?
I dig the case, Bit Phoenix. I dig it. So I think we're done with our screws for the case. Like, this is everything mounted.
That's pretty amazing.
And
What
those
we
are for
should
the
probably do now is get that GPU cooler on there.
That is what we're going to do. And I've not taken this GPU apart. There are so many screws, including a sticker covering this one. It doesn't actually say warranty void. It just says EVGA. So we're just gonna go right through it. Don't care.
Besides, good news is most of those warranty void things aren't actually
Legal.
anymore.
Yes.
So I think Linus did a good video on those,
Yep.
didn't he?
I love Linus too, guys. Just so you know, he's a cool guy.
And you're water cooling because you love Jay, let's be honest.
I love Jay. Jay's my favorite.
Jay, the first time Jamey ever saw him, said, I think this guy might be my spirit animal.
I actually had a theory that he was me from the future, come back in time
To water cool
to
the
show everybody water cooling.
This is the start. But then you know what that would be, though? This would be a paradox, because then you would have gotten yourself water cooling.
Yeah.
This is going to be called the Jay Jamey paradox.
I do love Jay. Jay's 2 cents. Go check him out too.
Also, he's incredibly inspiring on what he's done with his weight loss.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. That's another reason that I feel like him and I are so closely related. I had lost a lot of weight. So many screws. So many screws. You see that?
Yeah, you've got. Let me go ahead and get zoomed in on this bad boy. For the guy who drops everything, he's actually got like an incredible ballet going on here.
I just threw that screw in there and it just landed head to head.
Focus! These two are standing on top of each other. I don't know why I'm focusing on that so much. It's just very important to me that people know what you have done. What demon magic you wrought.
I'm still doing screws, guys.
Yep.
This, I'm pretty sure this is just the back plate.
Good job, EVGA. Build quality, excellent.
Yeah, I do love EVGA. Alright, there is a cable. So we're going to be real
What's
careful
that
with
going
that
to?
bad boy. It's probably an LED. Just got to push it, unplug it. Man, this thermal pad got wrecked. Come on. There we go. Yeah. Okay. You can see like thermal pads on the back side of the VRAM. Kind of unnecessary, I think, but good on you, EVGA. Really stepping up your build quality. I like it. All right, I think we're free.
You got a little thermal pad hanging out there.
Yeah,
little thermal booger.
And the RAM chips, I'm gonna get those wiped down too. All right, I think we're good to start. It tells us where to put all these thermal pads, which I'm going to need my tweezers. So if I just lay this here.
PC Master Race.
All right. So Jay is using a very similar build. He's using the 1950X and 2 of these exact EVGA cards. And he is going to be using a Cougar case that's all tempered glass. It's a cool looking case. It's very like you said, F1 racy looking.
Yeah, it looks like it's made out of the frame of a...
And the packaging on it, that case came in was...
I'm amazed that it comes flat packed.
Yeah. All right. I'm glad I grabbed my tweezers.
Now that one strip is going across where?
These big guys right here. Wow, I'm a master. All right, and then this one goes across all of this jazz going on over here. All right, I think we're good. All right, put a little thermal paste here as a grain of rice. Come on. Oh, yeah. Take the cap off.
Come on, Jamey.
All right. That's good, I think. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. So what was messing with me here is this thing over here on the end is wider
Than the actual card itself.
Yeah.
And do you have to do any of the pads on the back, or they just put that bad boy on?
Yeah, so these pads, I think they'll go something like this, or maybe the other way around, and then the back plate will go on. Good enough. Alright, now the back plate goes on. Yeah, that's better. Oh yeah.
Has a bluish hue.
Alright, moment of truth. Does it fit with the side panel on the case? Oh my god, it's gonna literally touch the side panel?
Let's see if we can't get it.
Yeah, the side panel. Oh my god.
That's perfect.
Guys, it actually, it looks like it is touching the side
There
panel.
might be like a gentle millimeter there. Like,
I mean, I can't, yeah, it is, they're resting against each other, but they're not putting pressure on each other.
yeah.
That is incredible. Yeah, Bit Phoenix, give us like an extra ½ inch here, man. I'm so happy that fit, because that means we can run tube now. Man, it looks amazing.
Yeah, it does. Everything's tight. Everything's like color matched.
Everything fits perfectly, like it was meant to be. All right, so I think I just want to start with like this little guy over here. this.
You got it on there?
Yeah, I just got to cram this in here.
So now where's this guy going?
This one's going right here. Nice and, I think that's good enough. You know?
We almost need one of those rubber pipe,
Yeah, I was thinking about getting some kind of rubber pipe tightener.
the ones that use those like straps that you just put around.
I might have to zip tie this down here somehow
So
that stays. We're like halfway there. Two, not quite. Okay, I think we're good there. I just have to get this. All right, one more tube, because all that's left really is
filling it.
we'll put some paper towels around.
Yep.
So that we can see like if there's any drips, because the fluid's gonna be blue. Alright, come on.
It's not really impossible to get a good shot of this one. Lots of hand in there.
Yeah, there we go.
You got it?
Yeah, let's fill it.
Let's stand it up and face it towards the good camera.
We'll just put that boy in there like that.
You would jam the funnel in.
Yep.
So you might not want to stand right there, because you're mostly shoulder in the shot.
So what we're gonna do here? There you go. Okay. Okay. So I do have 2 bottles of this stuff, and
The colorant,
yeah,
if you will.
you're supposed to mix each bottle of this with 900 milliliters, and I have 1,800 milliliters here for both bottles. So
How did you measure that?
with a measuring cup.
You have a liters?
Yeah. You don't? You don't? Oh, yeah. Wow, that's going to be a really dark, deep blue, isn't it? 'Cause that's only half the coloring.
Yeah.
Alright, that's good enough. Just going to swirl it around a little bit. Fixed it. Alright.
Here we go.
So we're just going to add a little bit to fill the reservoir.
Moment of truth.
And
Because you don't want to run a pump dry.
right, the water both lubricates and cools.
Oh.
That did exactly what I wanted to do. I'm going to turn it on for a little bit longer than that. Ha, perfect. Can you actually see it in the CPU block?
Yeah, it's there. It's coming out right now.
Alright, how are we looking? I don't see any fluid. I'm good. I think we're doing good.
Yeah.
We're getting very close to the end, where we won't have to add much more, I think. I'm loving the blue, though.
Yeah, that's a good blue. There you go.
We might be... So it's right now it's bleeding all the air out. And we're just topping off our reservoir. Oh, I love it. Look at that!
Now this isn't a shampoo one, right? So this should
No.
eventually run clean.
Well, yeah, so we got it, the reason it's bleeding right now.
Yeah, so there's air in the mix.
So when we get this topped off, we'll kind of tilt it slowly to the left and right, forward, kind of get all the air bubbles to go out. But it's running, guys. It's running.
Now when you pull that tube out, I'll put a paper towel under you so we don't get any drips down onto the stuff below.
Yep.
Have a mini panic attack because we think you're leaking.
I really love the blue.
Yeah, no, that's a good
the blue
blue.
came out perfect, I think.
That's a good blue.
Just another splash.
To make up for the volume of that tube.
Yeah.
fun things where us being nerds, we love it when we actually get to do something and then it actually works, then we get to watch it do what we expect it to do.
Yeah, this is awesome. So I think that's it for this video, guys. We just have to kind of let this run. I'm probably going to top this off in the morning and be done.
What are we doing in the next video, Jamie?
The next video, I will show overclocking results, benchmarks.
And we'll show the whole thing lit up and going.
Yeah, oh yeah. You'll definitely see the final product.
We'll do one of those cool sweeping shots. It's like
some classic B-roll. All right, so this is it, guys. We'll show you part 3 sometime.
Part 3 is the real fun part because that's when the computer actually gets used as a video game machine.
16 cores in here, guys.
16.
I'm so excited.
All right, next video.
Holy crap. All right, see you guys later. And cut.
Cut. Come on.
All right, we are back.
That'll be the thing we used to sound sync.
Sorry, I didn't get to do it last night and I really wanted to do it.
She got a taser flashlight, and yeah.
And that's what that sound was.
Stun guns.